it simply means that every property in that municipality must be revalued. Also, the category of every property must be determined. The basis for valuation, in this case, is the market. It's market-based. All these municipalities have a valuation date of somewhere in July 2016. That means the value should be what a willing buyer would have paid for a property, and a willing seller would have been willing to accept for that property on that date. The normal willing buyer, willing seller principle applies here. Well, the Municipal Property Rights Act stipulates that every property owner must be informed by a notice sent by post. We know that often these notices don't reach the owners. So what I suggest is that property owners consult the websites of the municipalities, because the Act also stipulates that these valuation rolls must be made available on the website. The deadline for submission of the rolls is the end of this month. So I think we can say property rates tax season will start sort of by the middle of February, but we think that during March and April, most of these valuation rolls will be open for inspection and objections. Well, the Act provides for the owner to submit an objection, and it's simply as a form that's prescribed that must be submitted. Just completing the form don't guarantee you success. You, as the objector, as the owners, to show that the property is incorrectly valued. So you must add information, market-related information, to show that the value that you suggest is correct. And the normal principle of comparable sales for residential properties is the easiest way to substantiate your objection. If you're successful and the value is reduced, obviously your monthly rates will be reduced. Although the process takes 6 to 8 or to 9 months to complete, when the value is reduced, your rates will be recalculated from the start of the financial year, which will be July this year, and you will be credited for the amount that you've overpaid. From July, the municipality will start levying on the high value. Let's take an example. If your property is valued at 1.2 million, and you think it should only be a million, you will be rated on the 1.2 million, and if it is reduced, the monthly rates will be recalculated. Correct. If you don't pay what's due, they can start credit control measures, and they may disconnect your services. Luckily not. There's a second bite that you can appeal. The appeal process is similar to the objection process. There's also a prescribed form that must be completed, and also again your motivation, which is similar to the objection process. Well, if you ignore it and your property is overvalued, you're going to pay too much rates. If we go back to an example, if the property is valued at 1.2 and it should only be a million, the rates difference is about 400 Rand a month. So you'll be paying 400 times the number of months that roll is alive, and that can be 36 or 48 or even 60 months that you're overpaying rates. As we've said previously, every property is revalued. So it means all the houses, all the sectional title units, retail properties, your shopping centres, office blocks, farms, if there are farms. So every property in the municipality is revalued. 5 of the 8 metros will be publishing new valuation roles, and let me make a list of them. That's Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, eThekwini, Nelson Mandela, and Mangaung or Bloemfontein. They will implement new roles from July. Several of the local municipalities, so there should be about 20 of them all over the country that will implement.